Chapter 2. Inside our Earth. The Earth is about 460 crore years old. Its surface has been undergoing changes throughout these years. A detailed study of the interior of the Earth is done by geologists. Most of our knowledge about the Earth's structure and interior is based on the density of materials and the behavior of the earthquake waves. Structure of the Earth. On the basis of varying density and other physical and chemical properties of rocks, the Earth can be divided into three concentric layers: crust, mantle, and core. This arrangement can be compared to an onion with its layers one inside the other. Crust. The crust is the solid outermost layer. It is also called the lithosphere. It is a relatively thin layer. The upper part of the crust is called continental crust, about 35 kilometers thick. The lower part is called oceanic crust, about 5 kilometers thick. The continental crust is made up of silica and alumina, and so it is also called seal. The oceanic crust is made up of silica and magnesium, and therefore also called sima. The outer crust has soil. It also provides us with most of the minerals. Mantle. Just beneath the crust is a 2,900 kilometers thick layer called the mantle. It lies between the crust and core. The temperature in the mantle is very high. Magma is found in this layer. Core. The core lies below the mantle and around the center of the Earth. It is also called barysphere. The average radius of the core is about 3,500 kilometers. It is made up of heavy metals, such as nickel and iron. Therefore, it is also called knife. Ni stands for nickel and Fe for iron. The temperature of this layer varies between 2,200 degrees Celsius and 5,000 degrees Celsius. Rocks and minerals. The lithosphere is made up of rocks and minerals. Rocks are those materials which are obtained from the Earth's crust. Rocks are made up of minerals. Minerals are naturally occurring substances present in rocks. A rock in which a particular mineral is found in a large percentage is called the ore of that mineral. Mining is mostly done in those areas where ores occur. Difference between rocks and minerals. Rocks. Minerals. Rocks are naturally occurring solid aggregates or combinations of minerals. Minerals are naturally occurring inorganic solid substances with a specific chemical composition and crystalline structure. They can consist of one or more minerals. They are made up of one or more elements and have a well-defined chemical formula. They are formed through geological processes like cooling and solidification of molten lava or compaction of sediments. They are created through geological processes such as cooling of molten rock or precipitation from water. Examples: common rock types include igneous, formed from lava or magma; sedimentary, formed from accumulated sediments; and metamorphic, formed by the alteration of existing rocks. Examples: quartz, feldspar, and mica are examples of minerals commonly found in rocks. Different types of rocks are formed in different ways. On the basis of their mode of formation, there are three major types of rocks: igneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic. Igneous rocks. The igneous rocks are associated with volcanic eruptions. These rocks were the first to be formed and thus are also known as primary rocks. Igneous rocks are of two types: intrusive igneous rocks and extrusive igneous rocks. The rocks that cool on the surface of the Earth are called intrusive igneous rocks. Examples of such rocks are granite and dolerite. The rocks that cool on the surface of the Earth are called extrusive igneous rocks. These rocks are also known as volcanic rocks. The Deccan Plateau of India is made up of basalt rocks. Igneous rocks have the following characteristics. These rocks are hard and compact. These rocks do not occur in distinct beds or strata. These rocks do not have remains of animals or plants. These rocks do not allow water to percolate through them. Other types of rocks are formed from igneous rocks. Valuable minerals such as iron, gold, silver and aluminium are found in these rocks. Sedimentary rocks. Rain, wind, ice, plants and animals break rocks into fragments. These rock fragments are carried away by running water, wind and ice and are deposited in depressions. The loose sediments are then compressed and hardened to form layers of rocks. These are sedimentary rocks. Sedimentary rocks are formed either mechanically, sandstone, chemically, salt, or organically, coal. These rocks are the most widespread and cover about 75% of the total land area of the earth. Sedimentary rocks have the following characteristics. These rocks are softer than igneous rocks. These rocks have horizontal layers, arranged one above the other. These rocks are mostly formed under water and have marks of waves and mud cracks. These rocks also contain remains of animals and plants, called fossils, between the layers. The important examples are sandstone, limestone, and coal. Metamorphic rocks. The metamorphic rocks are igneous or sedimentary rocks which have been changed due to excessive heat and pressure inside the earth. Excessive heat and pressure can change the original properties of rocks such as their color, hardness, texture, and mineral composition. Such changed rocks are called metamorphic rocks. Gems can be found in these rocks. Metamorphic rocks have the following characteristic features. These rocks after changes remain in their original position. They are very hard and have a high specific gravity. These rocks do not have empty spaces in them. Uses of rocks and minerals. In ancient times, rocks were used to make tools and weapons. Rocks are widely used in the construction of roads, houses, and buildings. Minerals like coal and petroleum provide the sources of power. Chemicals found in some sedimentary rocks are used to make fertilizers. Soil is formed from rocks. Difference between the three main types of rocks. Igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks, metamorphic rocks. These are primary rocks. These are secondary rocks. These are tertiary rocks. These are formed by the cooling of lava or magma. These are formed by sedimentation of rock materials. These are modified from primary and secondary rocks. These are originated from volcanoes. These are originated by weathering, erosion and deposition. These are originated when already formed rocks are undergone high heat and pressure. These found both in the interior and on the Earth's crust. These are found on the Earth's crust, both on the land surface and in the ocean. These are found in the interior of the Earth's crust. These rocks are very hard and compact. These rocks are very soft and fragile. These rocks are the hardest of all forms of rocks. Rock cycle. The change of one type of rock into another type under certain conditions in a cyclic manner is known as the rock cycle. The rock cycle has neither a beginning nor an end. The hot and molten magma forms igneous rocks on cooling. These igneous rocks are exposed to different agents of weathering and erosion on the Earth's surface. The broken rock fragments, when transported and deposited in basins, form sedimentary rocks. The leftover igneous rocks and the newly formed sedimentary rocks are subjected to intense heat and pressure. They change into metamorphic rocks in due course of time. The sedimentary and metamorphic rocks are buried again and melt to form magma. This magma again cools down and forms igneous rocks.